coming at you, trying to get on top of your face?
Dude, this kind of Braum angle is one that just solo wins a game. Like, the 2v2 all of a sudden on the bot side becomes really, really hard to navigate. Engaging generally as well in the mid game, like you mentioned, all of a sudden becomes an absolute chore. So I love this from BLG holding R5 for
Kind of go for this one right now, just kind of using it as a little bit of a sentry to move forward here, but hook misses there onto Yagao. There is a TP that's being put into the mid lane. That's going to be the Kennen coming in off a bit of a flank, but the Gravitum's going to bring everyone there. It's going to be a very close little fight, full 5v5, and we're only 6.5 minutes into the game. They do not know the Kennen is here! And the Slicing Maelstrom decimates Weibo! They didn't know! They had no idea, but they're trying to turn this one back because the health bars are so good! This Shy did enough, and now over the wall, Light tries to make it back for his team! Should be able to trade back this turret as that static shiv still gives you a hell of a lot of attack speed and AD.
Yeah, exactly right. So they're pushing wave clear. That's what this is going to do. It's going to provide him.
He's got his explosive cast back up and ready, so he's ready to kind of disengage. Here we go. Dragon goes down, stolen away. Weibo secure that objective. Nobody can engage. Never mind. We're going to see the supports going in on top of each other once more. Shun now jumping in on the Xiao Hu, who does have flash, and he's going to have to use it as he gouges the flash in on top of him. Nobody going down. Dominus pop. Wait.
But for BLG, whilst it does suck that they lose this Dragon, you have to say, you know, not really trading much in terms of kills or even too many summoners.
This isn't like, it's weird because, Paranoia comes down on the bot side, and yeah, you're dead, Bin. Nothing you can do about that. That's the kind of combination I wanted to see, and exactly what Weibo needed to do. I was just
kind of pushing each other off, right? Almost every single time that they can come to a head. Bin like that, create numbers advantages. I think BLG are just going to give this one up. It's one individual Cloud Dragon. They don't really care. But
On put up the shield the wrong way, and the Shy was looking for a little bit of a flank. Now a TP's coming in. They're going to try and jump onto the Shy with the Slicing Maelstrom to keep him down. He was isolated, and that's the kind of plays we're talking about. BLG found an opportunity.
Immediately, they're going to find Weiwei in that version. Shun's just going to immediately turn around. Oh my goodness, they want the engage?
Yeah, Chris went a bit too far forward with his hook, so now he's kind of isolated himself, and he will be taken out by Yagao. Now the Shy trying to see if he can jump onto Yagao. They've already used a lightning crash. They're going to burn him down. That's a lot of alcohol shown right into the face of the Annie.
Right now, Weibo.
They have to. Here we go. They're going to try and find Weiwei on the backside here. Bin getting explosive cast right in on top of everybody, but they're isolated. This is not what you want, but now Elk, seeing if he can turn the tides of this fight, will be able to take down Crisp. And it's again another 1-for-1. The key difference here, though, is that Bin did not lose it. And we got ourselves back into a very even game. It does feel like, yes, I know you're saying that Weibo are the ones that have to be priority there.
We had, a Hexdecker and Inferno, so more combat.
Xiao
So Xiao Hu.
He goes in, he has to flash away. They do that the Tibbers out of him. Flash burnt by Yagao, so both mid laners losing that, but the Paranoia was used. TP on the backside, then we can see Shun going in. Whoa, lightning crash! But he's exhausted straight away. The Shy wants to be a part of this!
Elk.
1v3! And Elk wants some backup because he knows he can take them all down if they can kill Weiwei. It's massive. No jungler. Another caught between a rock and a hard place. That's a double kill for the Zeri. Pew, pew, pew. On will trade his life. The Wukong not quite able to kill off Light. And it ends up being a trade of two.
But maybe the wave clear is just about enough.
Oh, they got it. They got it. Thank God for the side of BLG. We'll see the Gravitum coming out here.
Out to teleport because they know they're losing out on map pressure. Where's Bin?
He's on the side. He's on the side. He's up by the Raptors. He wants to try and see if he can get it behind Light, but they know he's there now. 6,000 HP on the Baron, down to 5,000. Paranoia
Lights
comes out to try and separate everybody. They don't want this. Now they're going to go in. There's going to be the Glacial Fisher try and slow them down. Weiwei flashes over the wall. Does he still go down? He does to the burn of the red buff. And now the explosive cast is used defensively because Elk knows he's very much Shy right now.
Oh my goodness, no you can't. The Shy is such a monster in the backliners. Oh, they face checked!
Bin! Massive! He waited with bated breath. Light will get himself away just for the moment. Nice little buffering of the CC from Xiao Hu. He needs to stay alive.
Bin might be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to try and dissuade Xiao Hu. What can they do, Asheen?
Here we go. Dominus is back up. They're going to go in. They're going to try and get it on the damage. Oh, they get the Baron, but look at the damage coming out. The Aphelios, it's Fish and Barrel. This is Weibo's fight, and they knew they had the damage. Massively done there for the side of Weibo.
Mixer, he goes. A bunch of AoE damage, but it's all about Light. Look at these autos hitting everybody. The shield actually keeps Elk alive for a lot longer than perhaps
Imagine before the next fight. Elk does still have the Baron buff, but Cloud Soul went over to Weibo. It is still...
Especially for 4 melee champions, that movement speed is going to be felt. BLG are going to have to be a little more careful. Speaking of,
the Shy kind of having a little bit of a 1v1 on the backside there. There's the Moonlight Vigil.
Oh!
And actually, he stopped the TP! Bin! He wasn't paying attention because of the CC that came down from the Paranoia. He wasn't able to make it work, and now this fight is for Weibo. They're going to get the Shun to try and flash in on top of Light, but I don't think you can do it. I don't think you can take him out. It's a repeat of the last time you tried to fight the Aphelios. And BLG just couldn't
One shots him for it. Look, he just happens to be there. Like, it's just kind of unlucky for Bin, because Weiwei was 100% going to collapse on the top side, but instead just takes Bin for the freebie that he is. Teleporting that channel, and the fight that ensues is just a freebie, because On chunked out super early on. It's effectively just a 3 versus 5 at that point.
Yeah, I mean, just such an unfortunate moment there, because again, you want Weibo to aggress into you. You want them to try and get on top of you, and then you turn around with the Slicing Maelstrom. The
1v1 happen, and in this case, this time around, the Aphelios had the help of his team, as that's just a solo kill. All right, well.
I mean, Nocturne's pretty... The Monkey King, and Wukong gonna back himself away. The Shy kind of keeping everyone busy here in the mid lane, but they're moving on. That Baron is so low. That Baron is dead. Went down to 18 HP, but does not matter. You don't need a smite fight when it's not a smite fight at all. Here's gonna be the engage from Chris, but Xiaohu kind of corralling, herding everyone back towards this one. The Shy goes in, but he's a little bit isolated, and the Shy will lose his GA first. Now, can you re-engage here as Weibo? That is the question. Knock up, dead. 5v4 is the next little bit, as we have a little bit of a 1v1 Bin. Has to deal with Wei. Wei gets stunned up. Wei's getting taken down. And Wei loses his GA, but Bin trades his life. You can see just how much resources BLG had to throw at this just to have a chance in this fight. With the Baron pushing in that mid lane, it's difficult.
Oshin, there's still Flash and Tibbers available from Yagao, and he's just about off vision. I think they spotted him out. That blue wall definitely did now.
Yeah, they're going to go from Xiaohu's going to see if he can make this one work. He has got the stopwatch. It's going to be the Zhonya's as Light kind of puts in the work. Elk jumps over, out of the frying pan and into the fire. Elk is dead. On goes down as well. Yagao trying his absolute best, but a TP towards that bot lane means that Weibo will be taking a 1-0 advantage. Flash, hook on top of Shun, and he is going to go down as well. Another ace comes out as Weibo take themselves to 1-0 in this series.
Yes, they will indeed, and... out of the fire, into the frying pan, into the darkness for Elk in the back end of that play. And it means Weibo will very happily take this game #1. And, I mean, honestly, uphill battle, right? Compositionally, this is one where you'd maybe favor BLG, but Weibo do not care about that. They created a big enough gold lead, and they will happily stroll into game #2 ahead.
And are Weibo just the kryptonite for anyone in the top 2 of the LPL? It does feel like they just have you have to see where that goes. We've seen the Annie kind of being people picking the Cassante into the Annie quite a few times actually here in the LPL. So now with BLG, what you've got, I mean, this is a great answer here to just try and all in with the all in. You're just kind of saying to everybody, go, go, go. Nothing else to be done here. But I was just about to say, would leave you a little bit kind of more aggressive. That is the question.
Here we go. All right, Weiwei, this is what I wanted to see. Aggressive dive. Level 1, both on Elk.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way you can get out of this one here on. You're going to go down. Great tanking of the tower here. Elk should be able to pick up level 2. There it is.
Redive it,
they
honestly.
redive it, but it's risky.
I mean, if you can make Elk miss the wave, I don't mind.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And that forces everything. Elk.
Hit. No one. Well.
That's pretty big. We're going to see Weiwei straight 50-50 as they go to try and get it to 900. They do get it down. That's a good explosive cast right onto On. There's going to be the hostile takeover, but the feathers go...
Shun as well, just hit first item, and you know that Annie, first item, Xiaohu, oh goodness me.
Yeah, he didn't know. The flanking Xayah is the deadliest. It's not exactly something we're used to seeing, but they want to donate this one over to Elk. Honestly, they might actually just have to try and take this one. Yep, I was going to say that's getting a little risky, and Elk was getting a little bit lower, so... nice.
Carry to be behind you. It's that simple.
Oh, they're doing it again.
Oh.
Another flank. Another kill. And this time, Elk can pick it up. Nicely done. I'm telling you, man, the flank, the bird in the bush is...
He has a safe place to base, kind of. Dash back.
Oh.
What can Xiaohu do if he lands the Ernigans? But still, very, very strong and powerful and ready to skirmish around this objective as... Yeah, teleport.
Oh, he's waiting for him. He's waiting for him to go all out. Oh, it's so massive. Giga Brain. Yagao called it. Yagao said he's going to all out him over here.
BLG, let the Herald reset.
BLG.
Oh, God.
You've got TP on the Shy. He can come back in on top of this one here, so he's going to be there. There's no all out, but Yagao is waiting for him in the brush again, waiting for him to kind of go for something. The Shy finds out this time around. And he's going to be just as tanky to kind of survive it. I will say, you want to have to flash away. But the snip, snip, snip. Rock, paper, scissors. This time, scissors beats rock. And that's going to be a nice little kill back here for BLG.
When you accidentally lose it, teleport's coming in here.
Bin's the target. Bin is the target. They want to get on top of him, and yeah, this is going to be sacrificed here. Will get himself in line for a little bit of gold there from the local gold, but going to be falling down to Light. So Light now 2-0. Finally catch himself up, but you've wasted.
BLG to at the very least trade out continually more, so they get 2 towers in the sequence of play.
It's a flash. There was so much damage coming in here from the Tibbers, and now we go back in on top of this one here. Xiaohu gets caught up in a little bit of a charm. Rakan's got a lot of charisma, and now a TP comes in. It's pandemonium right now, Jamada. There's no.
Oh, okay. All right. Sure. Sucks. Can't really do much about that. I don't know what else I could say. Bin is kind of playing with fire, and I'm not talking about the red buff. As should.
Oh, they're jumping straight in on top of Light. He is the carry, like I said. There's a hostile takeover, though, and that's a lot of damage. No bailout for you, and Shun keeps himself alive back over the wall to keep himself going. Nice knock up there to try and keep Yagao alive, but unfortunately for him, he gets right back into the fray. It's a 2-for-1 trade, though, and this is the crazy. This could be just straight up a tower. They don't even have to stay for this. They can go for Baron.
By the way. This is Baron, yeah. Baron should just die. Weiwei and Blight are the 2 most important. Should just be mincemeat. So Xiaohu and the Shy have to make the biggest mess in the pit in the history of League of Legends.
Here we go. Elk's got all of his summoners available to him. There's the Baron going down, confirmed. That's Shun getting that particular pick off for his team. Now the feathers will go flying. Can they get any kills? And this is the thing. You're in a bit of no man's land all of a sudden. The Aphelios is coming. Elk has to fly.
Yeah, I think it's just a bit of a toughie, Ashin. Maybe if they can get a good chunk onto someone here. The Shy's got Q3.
Oh, he goes on the Shun. That's the perfect target. And they're going to try and jump straight on top of everybody else. But Light is already dead. The hostile takeover is only good for nothing. Everyone is dead. And they tried to go for a fight. They didn't have damage. That could straight up be gained. You have Baron for 40 seconds. They could end it all here.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's dead. That's game. BLG just won off the back of a random skirmish in the mid lane because Weibo had to try and contest mid wave. And BLG will take us to a game 3. Much better look from BLG this time around. A lot more proactive tools. And it feels like that is definitely the name of the game in this series so far. It was Weibo with them in game number 1, BLG with them in game number 2. A lot easier to execute. And they'll take us to a game number 3.
We talked about this, Jamada. We set up the stage. We said what we wanted to see.
Range, it's still going to be relatively fine in lane, right? And if you can find those windows to engage, great. But I feel like if you go all out, you dive into Heimerdinger Varus, you're just asking to get one shot here. So let's see how BLG and how Bin plays out this Cassante, because Weibo have a bunch of poke and a bunch of we are just going to try and take control of an area.
He's actually trying to double bluff them a little bit. They're going to wait for the third level 3 comes in. Shun now moving forward in with the Shy, who does have a lightning rush. Does get slowed down just a little bit. Probably going to have to lose his flash here as a flash from Bin. Maybe going to be enough. A bonk on the head and first blood from Shun. The Wukong's just too damn strong, and that's a really nice face about it. Like, they're just like, no matter what happens, this thing always never over. But that guy's dead.
That guy's dead.
I don't know why on flashed, but now we're gonna see the Shy going back in. And now we can see this dragon being taken.
All right, let's see if Shun can win the 50-50. Elk has pretty well, he's got not a lot of ammo left in Graviton. Maybe he can swap over in time, but Shun was just not in position to go for the steal.
Oh, wait.
Surely, being level 5, you'd think he would. And if he does, then this should be an easy dive.
It should be, but he's not quite level 6 just yet. Now they get the Cyclone down. They should have just enough damage. Even the exhaust right at the end. Elk picks up that kill. Thank you very much. The ramping tower damage does do a fair bit at the end. Coming in, Bin goes in towards that mid lane as well. Dragon down to 2,000. There's the Nature's Grass. They're going to try and dodge it, but you get caught out on the back side of it. Secured by Ware. Flash for flash. Crisp not going to be caught out by that one just yet.
Not just yet, but oh my goodness me. Forced the flash away. Crisp as well, but they get the tower, so all is well for Weibo.
I like this.
Okay, please tell me the theory here, because maybe I'm a hater.
Poke's just coming in. Like this, you can't really contest against this when Aphelios isn't there, or anyone, to be perfectly honest. So the static shift could be there. I'm trying to be nice, okay? Trying to be nice.
I don't know if I'm being a hater or if this
ball's coming out here from BLG to contest when they know they can. And now mid lane, it's gonna be the clone that's the one to tank up the ultimate of Light. And everyone just kind of backs themselves away. So
like how they half do now, but they're starting to lose it, and BLG are just kind of brute forcing them out.
They are brute forcing them out. Weiwei does not have flash. Remember, On does pop the quickness. We're taking a lot of poke damage here between this Jace. Oh, nice little ultimate. And they're going to treat putting in the damage here. There's going to be the Slicing Maelstrom. Good Moonlight Vigil into the pop blossom means that Wei goes down as well. So you still have a jungler here for the side of BLG. Can they go for the fight afterwards, though? There's a nice shot blast! Predicted where he would go. Xiao Hu picks up that kill, and Weibo.
Because when you get hit by the Maokai, you actually get true sight on you very temporarily, so they would have actually spotted him out. And that CC is, they have the movement speed from a gate. And Bin, how much trouble is he in?
Not a lot. He's still very, very tanky. He hasn't picked up an item since I talked about that Gargoyle Stone play. He's going to flash away as he gets
Weibo, they're on this Baron, and again, they're bursting it down really quickly, Ashid.
They got it.
Gonna be late to
here
this.
we go. They're going to try and go for it. Not going to be able to try and steal it away, but can they get the fight afterwards? That is the question. They're going to jump into the Shy, who is caught in the Baron pit. They will get him as a consolation prize. Nothing else, though. Bonk on the head does secure that kill. BLG will just have to reset. While it's happening, though, look.
Okay, that's how the Shy ended up in there. In the picture-in-picture. Oh, L.
Crisp does throw out the Moonlight Vigil, which does mean Crisp is dead. Okay, this is a much different situation. On gets taken out, though, by Xiao Hu. And now the Elder down to half HP. This is going to be a straight-up flip. It's going to be a 4v3 in favor of BLG, but they need to try and find a flank. You can see Yagao cosplaying as the Rakan, looking to try and see if he can find a good pos blossom. Weiwei's been caught out, and now Weiwei can be destroyed. It's not a flip. If you don't have a jungler, he needs to survive, but he cannot. Elk will not get killed off by Xiao Hu, and now Light and Xiao Hu firing from both sides. The Elder down to about 1,500, finally secured. Now do they have the damage? There's a Cyclone putting in the Pop Blossom as well. BLG will not be felled today. All they needed was one opportunity, and they fight right back onto Weibo.
Important fight of them all. They're all dead. Weiwei is going to respawn in 10 seconds. That's the closest spawning member. BLG can end the game right here with Elder. They've got a wave.
They've got a wave. They can one-shot the towers as well with the static shiv. I just saw it there a second ago. And that means that Crisp has no way to defend this. I don't know if they can end the game. They're going to have to wait to see if they can try and build off of this small wave, but a lot of very, very low health bars on these minions. They're trying to defend them. Yagao throws out the decoys. They jump up. They burst them down. Weiwei is dead. Crisp doesn't have a flash and no way to defend this. And BLG will only lose to JDG as they'll continue up to 8-1.
Can you believe it? That game was in the control of Weibo from minute 1 to the final minute, and that was it. BLG win one team fight after that entire game of struggling.